Welcome to another MUPHART Mega UFO watch, people. Tonight we're doing it on a Tuesday night because I couldn't get it done last night. And I'm doing it, I couldn't do it last week as well due to other people in my house and all that stuff. So we're going to do it tonight. We're going to watch the night sky for a full hour looking for UFOs. I can't wait to do this. And we're going to see if we can get some UFOs on film. And I will do this once a week. I have other things I'm doing the rest of the week, so let's get this show on the road and start watching the night sky for UFOs, people. Now, to set up the actual camera to view the night sky, what we need to do is turn it like this, and now we see the night sky fairly well. It's a pretty clear night out. It's fairly light at night. It's about 8:30. I don't notice anything out of the ordinary yet. And right there on the left-hand side of the screen, on the lower left-hand side of the screen, you can see a bright light. That's the street light. So anything higher than that is definitely going to be a UFO. But if it's at the same level as the street light, then you know it's nothing out of the ordinary. So there's some other things I want to check. I don't know if these are actually UFOs, but are these clouds? I can't tell. I'm assuming they're something completely mundane, though. Because you have to assume that. It's a pretty clear night out. It's not very windy. Until we see something out of the ordinary, I won't be mentioning anything else. Although as of late, I've been doing a lot of blog posts on certain things. Mainly Bigfoot related. I have an interest in Bigfoot. I've had one for a long time, but it hasn't been something I've been doing anything blog post related till recently. I found some very nice convincing footage of Bigfoot being a real creature that was recorded in California in the late 2000s. This is not the Roger Patterson film. This is something that was caught by a videographer. It looks very, very real, and someone who did an analysis on the footage says it couldn't be a guy in a suit and couldn't be CGI. So that's a good thing right there. It can't be debunked as something fake. At least people will try to debunk it will end up looking like fools because it's been proven it's fake. Proven it can't be fake, I mean. There's a lot of UFO footage that gets released on YouTube. A lot of it's very blotchy. Some of it is probably a hoax. I can't tell which ones are fake and which ones aren't. But someone who studies it says that Bigfoots walk in a very peculiar way. So if you're dealing with a Bigfoot, they'll walk unlike a human. But if you're dealing with a guy in a suit, he'll walk just like a human, so you can tell that way. But I don't want to get into that subject too much because it has nothing to do with UFOs. But, you know, there's a bunch of freaking skeptic people trying to say that there's no evidence for Bigfoot. In fact, there's a ton of evidence for it. People are just completely dismissing all the evidence, which is stupid. There's tons of sound recordings that record an animal that can't be identified. There's footprint evidence everywhere. There's scat evidence. There's hair evidence. There's body impression evidence. There's both pictures and videos of this creature. And there's tons of eyewitness testimony. You can't just take the eyewitness testimony and say it's all fake or it's all misinterpretations. And one of the crazy theories the skeptics have been trying to say is that Bigfoot are nothing but bears being misinterpreted as Bigfoots. And bears, while they can walk on their hind legs, look nothing like a Bigfoot. They don't swing their arms when they walk. Their legs are too small. There's no way anybody who knows what they're looking at can say it's a bear. I think most people who see these things know right away they're not seeing a bear, because bears and Bigfoots don't look anything like each other when they walk. So that's one theory people have been trying to say, oh, people are seeing bears. No, that doesn't make sense at all to me. But that's just my little point. If you're a paranormal guy looking for a paranormal forum to post on, I highly recommend you avoid these two forums. Paranormal.about.com is a pretty good site that has a bad forum filled with spam. But even worse, there's a hardcore skeptic infested forum at unexplained-mysteries.com. Never go there because the place is now filled with skeptics. I recommend abovetopsecret.com instead. Unexplained Mysteries used to be a pretty damn good site. It used to be, a few years back, it wasn't so infested with skeptics as it is now, but since then there's been a lot of hardcore skeptics signing on the forums. And people will just say, you just saw a mainstream animal, or you're making it up. I mean, no one's going to help you. They're just going to just debunk it. So if you really want to know what's going on, if you've seen something out of the ordinary, don't go to that forum. Go to Above Top Secret, because honestly, you don't want to be, harassed by skeptics. That's all I'm going to say. It used to be a helpful place for people who were believers, but it isn't anymore. So that place has been infested by idiot skeptics. I mean, they have attacked footage for Bigfoot just by the mere fact that the guy or girl who recorded it in this case was wearing sandals. And they're like, she's wearing sandals, fake. These are really dumb skeptics. They just immediately assume something is fake right away with a really stupid reason. So yeah, don't go to unexplained-mysteries.com. Don't go to that forum. It's not worth it. I'm going to do a video on this later on, talking about the real reason you shouldn't go there. That's a different subject entirely. In terms of UFO stuff, I haven't read a lot about UFOs lately, honestly. I've been concentrating on cryptids a lot more. Of course, I can't see cryptids around here. I'm nowhere near a forest where I live. I'm right near a city. So there's not going to be no way I can investigate a cryptid. But maybe I'll do some cryptid investigations that involve theorizing what they are. I'm trying to see if there's something mundane or not. I still am a skeptic at heart myself, but I just don't like these stupid skeptics who try to debunk something for a stupid reason. That's not skepticism, that's extreme cynicism with no intelligence. I try to see if it's reality first, I don't assume something is a hoax right away. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that forum has been overrun with these stupid skeptics, and these are the kinds of people who think a faked video of an animal crossing the street that looks like a human or a monkey is a deer. These people can't even tell the obvious when they're seeing something. But that's for another video, because honestly, it's not something I really want to talk about too much tonight. You know how deer have knees that point backwards, or I should say ankles that point backwards that look a lot like a reverse knee? These people couldn't tell the thing was walking like a human and not like a deer, and they assumed it was a deer. It looked nothing like a deer, and they all said it was a deer. These are the kinds of people who are really annoying. And then there was another video of a lake monster in Northern Ireland, and the guy who was filming the lake monster happened to be wearing some kind of outfit, like a dress outfit, and they assumed because he was wearing a dress outfit it must be fake. You see the kind of idiot cynicism that's going on in these forums, and it's not just one or two posters, it's like 15 or 16 different posters all spamming the forums with nonsense like this. So never go back to that forum. I have abandoned it, and I'm going to Above Top Secret myself. I don't post there, I read it, looking for new accounts to talk about on my blog. But yeah, don't go to Unexplained Mysteries. It has long been turned into a stupid post. Now I see something up here. I don't know if this is a UFO, but it's standing still and it's very bright. I don't know what this is. Is it just a bright area of cloud? I don't know. It might just be a bright area of cloud. I got my air conditioner off so I can hear the sounds. Sometimes I hear weird sounds coming outside. It's very rare though. I watched a really entertaining documentary on Bigfoot last night, however. I liked it. They brought me some info on new theories to explain Bigfoot that I found interesting, even though they didn't quite make sense. I also watched two little YouTube filmed Bigfoot investigations done in New England that were pretty cool today. I'm going to continue to watch that kind of stuff tonight because I find it interesting. I love the Above Top Secret site. That's where I go to read my paranormal accounts and UFO accounts mostly. It's just a nice place to go. I found it while looking for UFO reports online once, and it has a cryptozoology forum, so it's fine for me. I definitely prefer it over Unexplained Mysteries, which has gotten really stupid over the years. There's two really hardcore skeptics on Unexplained Mysteries that drive me nuts. I won't say who they are, but they're the kind of people who think there is no Bigfoot, the whole thing is a fraud, it's all a giant hoax, there's no real proof of it, there's no evidence for it whatsoever, every single report is a hoax, they dismiss every single report as a hoax themselves. So if you've seen a Bigfoot, you've been hoaxing them in their eyes. I just find that response really, really annoying. And these people are like the leaders of the skeptics that have invaded that forum. The forum used to be a believer-centric forum back in 2009 and before. But then all of a sudden in 2010, skepticism started infiltrating it bad. So I jumped ship to above top secret because, skepticism is not a problem. Once you get too skeptical, it can become really a big problem. You ignore viable theories for the more simple ones. And when the simple ones don't make sense, you don't stop using them. Well, you should stop using them if they don't make sense. And in some cases, they don't. So yeah, I'm still pretty skeptical on certain things. I mean, I can see through a fake. I know if something looks like a fake, it probably is. I don't believe everything, but skepticism by itself is not a problem, but when you use too much of it, it is. So I'd say cynicism is the real issue. Honestly, but if you're going to be looking at the paranormal, you can't look at it as a cynic. You can't be a debunker. What these people are debunkers. But I do try to debunk things I see as something mundane, so it's not like I'm not going at it from a skeptical point of view. I'm not a believer that will believe everything I see is real, but you see the point I'm trying to make here. So far, I don't see a single thing. This topic is interesting because it's completely unrelated to UFOs, but I decided to bring it up. So far nothing out of the ordinary here. We've got to be kind of careful when cars go by. You'll start seeing false positives, reflections and stuff like that. Especially near the ground where the cars are. You kind of saw a few of them right there when that car drove by. Okay, I think I see something up here now. I don't know if it's a bright cloud, but I can't even tell what it is. But there's nothing very obvious that screams out UFO to me right now, but I do see something up there that's a bit... Yeah, I'm not sure. Hold on. I don't see something out of it. I don't see much out of the ordinary right now. I'll have to amplify the footage because it's very dark out there. Once I do a full hour of footage, I should be able to see what's going on. There is a light down here. Just be twilight, yeah. It's a twilight. tell. There's a light down there, I just saw it. I can't see it anymore. Okay, I'm going to take a little break and come back to filming in 5 minutes. Okay people, we're back after taking a little break here. I just want to see if there's anything out of the ordinary in that street light. It's really, really bright. There's some lights down there to the right of the street light. I'm trying to see what they are. Now keep in mind these are probably very mundane lights because they're below the street light and everything, but what is that? It's almost impossible to tell at night. It's probably just a house light or something, so I'm going to ignore it for now. It's way too low to be a UFO. Although, I tell you, I've never seen it before tonight. I don't know what it is. Seems to be flickering really quickly as well. My guess is it's still a house light or a low-flying UFO, maybe. Big if, though. The big bright light you can see out there is the street light, so it's not that. That's not a UFO, I mean. So whatever that is, it's probably just a house light the other way anyway. If it doesn't all of a sudden vanish or change position very suddenly, then it's not a UFO. To me, UFOs have to behave like a UFO before I'll consider them as really a UFO. They gotta behave like something that's not man-made. They've gotta move erratically, change color or shape, or appear and disappear. There's definitely two lights. There's two of them. One's on the bottom and it flickers every once in a while. One's on the top and it's very bright and seen quite often. I don't know. There's no sign of any weird animal calls outside, which is associated with UFOs as well. I've heard 2 over the last, I don't know, 2 years. Okay, let me just adjust this. There's also, if you look really carefully, there's a very faint light to the left of the street light. It's hard to tell it's even there. It's extremely faint. I don't know what it is. It's the only weird light I can see. And you notice when you change the position of the freaking camera, the lights appear and disappear. Like, never mind, I couldn't get it to work right, but I don't know if these are UFOs or not. And it seems that the later in the year you get, the earlier it gets dark. Earlier in the year it used to get dark around 9:15, and now it's 8:45, and it's really, really dark already. It's as dark as it would be 9:15 earlier in the year, so it's a tilt of the earth doing that. It's annoying, but you generally see the lights that I see when it's really dark, so it's not a big deal. Like that. What the hell was that? There was a weird light to the top and right of the street light. More to the right than to the top, but was it my imagination? It's weird. I don't know what the hell that was. It wasn't like a plane or anything. It flickered once and moved around very erratically. Could have been a reflection of the car that drove by right afterwards, maybe. Big if, though. I don't think it's a reflection. It's too far away. There's nothing to reflect light over there. Okay, that was a reflection. I'm just going to ignore that. What is that little white light in the bottom of the screen? This light down here. There's another weird white light. What is that? Is that a UFO? I don't know. Just all of a sudden appeared. Let's see if it moves around a lot. I don't know what that light is. It could be nothing, you know. There it is, it's gone. Or is it? It seems to have just disappeared. I mean, it could be just a house light or something, I don't know. It certainly isn't definite that it's a UFO. It was really bright for a second there. There it is again. When I blow it up, my big monitor, I should be able to tell what it is. If it's a street light or a UFO, I'm not sure. There's also a flickering light just to the bottom and right of the big street light. It's gone. Did I imagine it? I don't know. I see another light to the bottom and the left of the street light. I don't know. This is weird. This light seems to be changing position a lot. It might be a UFO. I don't know. It's very faint. I just saw it beneath the street light. It's a weird light. It just seems to keep changing position. I'll see it in 3 different positions. I don't know. It's hard to tell with a little camera viewfinder what's out there, and I'm filming at an angle so I can't see it very well, but I'll see in the big screen whether it's anything to be really concerned about. Okay, I'm almost done filming for a little while. I'm going to come back in 5 minutes and continue filming. So see you people. Okay, I'm back after taking a little 10-minute break. We're going to film for the next 20 minutes. Looking for UFOs, although I doubt I'll see any, honestly. I just saw a weird flickering light above the street light. Maybe I was imagining it, I'm not sure. It's very faint, so... I see nothing out of the ordinary besides some stuff I saw earlier tonight, so I don't know. Did you see that light beneath the street light? Was it a reflection of the car's headlights coming in? I don't know. I just saw a flash of light a little bit to the right and below the street light. The light's just flickering in here. Power outage? I don't know. Three more minutes of footage left. Okay, we're almost done with this investigation. I don't want to film anymore. I'll be back with the results at the end of the investigation, so stay tuned for them. But until then, that's the end of this. Okay, people, these are the results for the investigation. I did in fact catch a UFO on film. Earlier in the film, I did see something in the sky I couldn't explain. It's not a light I normally see, so I'm assuming it's a UFO, because it did disappear and appear several times in the footage, and I'm going to show it off right now. Here we have the street light, alright, which is right there. You see the street light, right? Right to the left of the street light is a big, little cylindrical light. Not very bright, not as bright as a street light, but that light is not supposed to be there. That's the UFO. So the big light's the street light, and the light to the left of it is the UFO. I don't know what it is. It's standing totally still. It's reflecting and flickering light. It's changing shape, quite small amounts of it, but it's still changing shape. It is appearing and disappearing as well. I've never seen this light before tonight, so that's the UFO for tonight, people. It's not a very spectacular UFO. I'm trying to think of things it could be. I don't think it's a freaking house because it's above the streetlight by a slight amount. So it's not a house light. It's not a plane. It's standing totally still. It's not a star. It's too bright. It's not a helicopter because I didn't hear anything from the helicopter. It's not a satellite because it wouldn't be that bright if it was a satellite. I can't think of what this could be. So this is definitely a UFO. I've never seen that light before tonight, ever. And I keep track of what lights are out there every night, especially if they're bright like that. I don't know what this is, people. This is definitely a UFO. So that's the only result for tonight, people. That's the only thing. I'm going to have UFO footage of it on my channel. So stay tuned for next week's Mega UFO Watch, people. Damien Nickelbot out.